Destiny reached out to me, and it was like, you could have told me.
So are you going to be dating anyone else?
If somebody piques my interest and they ask me out, I'm going to say yes.
She flirting with my godson, Twan.
Why didn't you tell me before you posted it on the internet?
I finally met with Destiny. We met up, we kind of...
Okay, here we go.
I know, right? So...
You...
The moment the explosive trailer for the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville dropped, fans instantly sensed something was different. The tension feels heavier, the smiles seem a little forced, and every conversation carries the feeling that someone is holding back a secret. But the biggest shock didn't just come from the trailer itself. It came from the man who helped shape the reality TV world behind the scenes. Eyes, fire emoji.
Calls are what?
You and Martell.
I don't know.
Martell was singing about the young lady.
I've already responded.
I want an answer. That's not an answer.
What was my response?
Either yes or no is an answer.
What was my response?
Did it ever happen?
What was my response?
Nothing.
Take that.
Okay, so you don't know the young lady.
What was my response?
I don't give a your response. Well,
What was
I'm
my
asking
response?
you now.
When television producer Carlos King began speaking about the trailer, fans quickly understood that this season isn't just about the usual arguments or dramatic dinner scenes. According to him, the storylines coming up are much deeper and could completely shift the entire dynamic of the show.
I think Marcel is lying. I'm going to find out the truth, and I'm going to dig until there's no more room to dig. Do you even know the young lady?
We're not doing that.
And
I'm
for
trying to
real,
understand what she said.
No,
the
for real.
word.
You understand everything I say.
Mom.
You got to realize by you not saying nothing, it does not make it right touch me, my family, looking at all this stuff, to your wife. It does not make it right.
If you've been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville from the very beginning, then you already know the drama can get pretty intense. But this time, it feels even bigger. We're talking about friendships falling apart, marriages being tested like never before, and longtime allies suddenly turning into rivals. The trailer teases explosive confrontations, emotional moments, and situations where even the strongest cast members seem completely shaken. But the real twist is something no one saw coming. Buckle up, because this season looks like it's going to be explosive.
I need to mind her own business and keep my family's business out her mother mouth.
You have a problem with me?
That's not
and
true.
I don't know what it
you
is.
think keep my name out your mouth.
What is this? Oh, hell,
I dump your ass in that pool. You keep
won't dump
hollering
me
at
no more.
Yeah, you won't dump me. You keep hollering at me. Keep hollering at me.
Carlos King says the trailer only reveals a small glimpse of what's really coming. According to him, the real drama behind the scenes was far more intense than viewers can imagine. He hints that several shocking twists are about to unfold that could completely change the power dynamics within the group. And once those hidden secrets come to light, things in Huntsville may never be the same again.
If somebody piques my interest and they ask me out, I'm going to say yes.
She flirting with my godson, Twan.
Why didn't you tell me before you posted it on the internet?
I finally met with Destiny. We met up, we kind of...
Okay, here we go.
I know, right? So...
You...
To understand why this moment feels so significant, you have to go back to the beginning of how the show became one of the most talked about reality series on television. When Love and Marriage Huntsville first introduced viewers to a close group of couples building businesses and raising families in Alabama, it felt fresh and inspiring. The series highlighted successful Black entrepreneurs trying to balance love, marriage, and ambition while navigating friendships within the same circle. At the heart of the story were couples like Martell and Melody Sherry, whose relationship once appeared to represent the perfect example of partnership, success, and shared dreams.
Girls.
They said we waiting for a court date because obviously you put on there and said we had no minor children.
It's right here, bro.
That has nothing to do, bro.
It's right here.
Hey, y'all better, bro. Y'all better
I got no way. Get out.
Bro.
Get out.
It's gonna be bad.
Get out.
But fans soon realized that behind the polished image, their relationship was quietly falling apart. Their split turned into one of the most emotional storylines the show had ever experienced. Allegations of infidelity, heated public confrontations, and painful truths unfolded in front of millions of viewers. It wasn't just typical reality TV drama. It felt real, raw, and deeply personal. And once that relationship finally broke down, the entire group dynamic began to change. Eyes, broken heart.
What you been up to?
Shoot, the kids, area, yeah, trying to get her through nursing school.
Okay.
So I think that's
So you investing in your woman?
I better.
It's getting heavy.
Longtime friendships within the group suddenly became divided, with people beginning to choose sides and loyalty turning into a complicated issue. At the same time, other couples were trying to protect their own marriages while still staying connected to the circle. One of those couples was Maurice Scott and Kimmy Scott, who often appeared to be one of the most stable pairs on the show. Maurice usually stepped in as the voice of reason whenever conflicts escalated, while Kimmy, known for her calm and level-headed personality, often helped ease tensions between the women. But even they weren't immune to the pressure that comes with reality TV fame. As time went on, fans began noticing cracks forming within the group. Small disagreements slowly grew into lasting grudges, and conversations that once felt friendly started becoming tense and uncomfortable. Then there's the complicated marriage between Marcel Scott and Leticia Scott. Their relationship has long been one of the most talked about topics among viewers. Rumors of infidelity have followed Marcel for years, leaving Leticia in a difficult position, often torn between defending her husband and questioning the things she hears from others.
Wasn't the only person that your invited guest talked about on our interview. Are you saying we've done a chick together?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. What? No, what's her name? You witnessed me and this young lady. What does my look like?
Rumors seem to resurface every season in one way or another. Sometimes they come through subtle comments from friends, and other times they arrive as direct accusations. Either way, the tension never truly fades. Then there's the unpredictable presence of Miss Wanda, whose bold personality and outspoken opinions have created some of the show's most unforgettable moments. Whenever she appears on screen, fans know drama is likely right around the corner. But this season, according to Carlos King, the drama reaches a level no one expected. When he recently discussed the trailer for Love and Marriage Huntsville, he hinted that several storylines could shock viewers. At first, many people assumed the trailer was simply teasing the usual disagreements, heated conversations, and emotional confrontations. However, once fans looked more closely, it became clear that the tension between certain cast members runs much deeper this time. For instance, the preview once again shows Martell facing criticism connected to his past actions. Over the years, his reputation has been tested, especially following his highly publicized divorce from Melody Shari. While he has tried to rebuild his image, the situation in this new season appears even more complicated. What surprised many viewers is that some of the people challenging him now may actually be former allies. One moment in the trailer stands out in particular. A conversation that begins calmly quickly turns tense. Voices rise, body language changes, and suddenly it feels as though a friendship is falling apart right in front of the cameras. Later, Carlos King suggested that the argument shown in the preview was only a small part of what actually happened, hinting that the real conflict behind the scenes was even more intense. Another scene suggests that tensions between certain couples could finally reach a breaking point. For years, fans have heard whispers about secrets that were never fully addressed on camera. Now, it appears those conversations may finally be happening openly. Carlos King also hinted that alliances within the group will shift in ways no one predicted. Friends who once defended each other might suddenly find themselves on opposite sides, while people who used to share laughter may now struggle to even sit in the same room. One particular moment from the trailer has already caught viewers' attention. During a group gathering, a normal discussion suddenly takes an emotional turn when someone brings up a rumor that has been quietly circulating. At first, the group seems confused, but then the room falls silent. Some faces show discomfort, others anger, and a few look genuinely hurt. Just before the scene ends, one cast member asks a question that leaves everyone speechless, the kind of cliffhanger reality TV fans love. Tensions among the women also appear to intensify this season. Friendships that once seemed strong now look fragile. In the trailer, two women who once respected each other exchange subtle shade that quickly turns into a heated argument. Accusations begin flying, voices rise, and the energy in the room shifts from awkward to explosive within seconds. Other cast members look shocked, as if they didn't expect the situation to escalate so quickly. According to Carlos King, the outcome of that confrontation will surprise viewers. Beyond the arguments and accusations, what makes this season feel different is the emotional weight behind it all. Several cast members appear visibly drained in the trailer. While reality television brings fame and opportunities, it also places every disagreement and personal struggle under public scrutiny. After years of living in that spotlight, the pressure can begin to take a serious toll. For some couples, that pressure has created distance in their relationships. Conversations that should remain private are now unfolding on camera. Misunderstandings become major storylines, and personal struggles quickly turn into trending topics online. Once the audience starts forming strong opinions, repairing those relationships becomes even more difficult. Carlos King hinted that this emotional strain will be one of the central themes of the upcoming season. Some cast members will begin questioning whether the friendships they once trusted are still genuine. Others may realize that loyalty within the group isn't as strong as they once believed. When those realizations happen, people respond in different ways. Some fight harder to protect their relationships, while others decide to walk away from certain connections entirely. By the end of the trailer, one thing becomes clear. The group viewers once saw laughing together in earlier seasons has changed. The bonds that held them together have been tested repeatedly, and now they may finally reach their breaking point. For longtime fans who have followed this journey from the beginning, watching these relationships unravel can feel surprisingly emotional. These are no longer just reality TV personalities. Viewers have watched their families grow, their businesses expand, and their personal lives evolve over the years. That's why the conflicts feel deeper now, less like simple disagreements and more like personal betrayals. Carlos King's comments about the season only added to the anticipation. Rather than downplaying the drama, he suggested that viewers should prepare for twists they won't see coming. He even hinted that one major revelation later in the season could completely change how fans view one of the most talked-about cast members. While he didn't reveal exactly what that secret is, he made it clear that when the moment finally airs, social media will likely erupt. And if there's one thing reality TV fans enjoy, it's an unexpected reveal that nobody predicted. As the trailer continues circulating online, viewers are already analyzing every detail. Social media is filled with theories, debates, and speculation. Some fans believe certain friendships are beyond repair, while others think a few cast members might reconcile after finally confronting the truth. But no one knows exactly how things will unfold, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps audiences coming back season after season. In Huntsville, calm rarely lasts long. Secrets eventually surface, loyalty gets tested, and sometimes the people you trust the most end up hurting you the deepest. So now the big question remains. When the new season finally premieres, who will still be standing together, and who will be left trying to pick up the pieces once the truth comes out? One thing seems certain. If Carlos King's hints are accurate, the drama in Huntsville is only just beginning. Fire!